Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm sharing a really exciting review with you guys, and it's going to be the Clinique Even Better All Over Concealer and Eraser. It is $26 and it has 42 shades. Like, so amazing, because they did expand the Even Better foundation shades last year, and I love the regular Even Better and the Even Better Refresh foundation, and that's why I had to pick this up. Since I'm platinum at Ulta, they sent me an email saying I could actually purchase it early before it was released online and in store. So I jumped on that opportunity because I've been in the market for a new concealer for a while now, ever since they discontinued the Urban Decay Naked Concealer, because I love that concealer. It was seriously one of my favorites. It was a lighter shade, so I would use it for highlighting. I purchased the exact same shade as my foundation because this was the latest shade they offered, and it is WN01 in Flax. If they did have a lighter shade, I would have purchased this and a lighter shade for that one to be highlighting. However, when I do my makeup, even when I do use a highlighting concealer, especially under my eyes, I still like put a highlighting powder. So I'll use like Hourglass Ethereal Light. Today I used the Bare Minerals. You can use the Absolute Pesh from Lancome. But so I always would use a highlighting powder under my eyes anyway. So I'm like, I probably really don't need a highlighting concealer because I always set it with powder. Like, let's just be real. So I will say this, that the Flax matched my foundation in Flax identically. It wasn't lighter, it wasn't darker, it was identical. And I've never had that before, and I'm super excited to have that. So this is what the packaging looks like. Super, super beautiful. And it does have that eraser sponge that they're talking about. It's a very nice sponge, nothing too soft, it's not too dense. And I feel like it could really, blend your concealer out really, really well. I don't plan on using it because I feel like I just don't want to get my packaging all dirty. And because I have more surface area to blend, I'll just use my Real Technique sponge. You can use a beauty blender. You can even use a brush. But I just feel like the fact that they're offering it with a sponge means that this is formulated to be used with a sponge, if that makes any sense. I'm sure you can use your fingers. I haven't used my fingers. I always just use my Real Techniques sponge and I dampen it. But because I bring my concealer always all down here, because I have redness on my cheeks, I have sunspots up here, I have freckles, discoloration. So I've always liked to bring my concealer, or even if I'm just using like the foundation by itself, I'll always put a little bit more foundation there. I like to always have this area covered because that's where I have the most discoloration on my face. So I feel like using this is just not going to work for that. But if you're just using it under your eyes, it will totally work. It's like the perfect size for that. And then you open it here and you get this really nice doe foot. As you can tell, a nice amount of product. You get enough to do under your eyes as much as I do. I even put some on my chin, above the eyebrow, like wherever I'm like having some redness or even a breakout. This is great. I do have a breakout right here. I don't know if you can see the bump, but it covered the redness so well. So I wanted to show that to you guys today. But I have this concealer on today and the foundation. Absolutely love the combo together. It is so great, and this concealer is going to work with other foundations as well. But the only thing is, because this is not a lighter foundation, I probably will just use it with my Even Better foundations for right now until I can get a lighter color, because I haven't tried this with my other foundations to see, because obviously those foundation colors are going to be different. And if this is my exact shade, either it might be too dark or too light, depending on what that shade is, if it's like a summer foundation shade or what have you. I do have the Alabaster, which is a little bit darker than this, so this will probably come up later, be like more of a highlighting concealer. But I really honestly just plan on using these together. This is like my favorite combo at the moment, and probably will be for a really long time. This has been my favorite foundation for a couple of years now. I just really like everything about it. And the doe foot, it's not like flimsy, but it's also not stiff. It's very soft. It has like a slant to it, very high quality. And you get like the right amount of product on it, so you're not constantly dipping in and out. That's one thing I hate about the NARS creamy concealer, is that I feel like every time I use it from the first time, I had to like scrape the tube to get more out, and I like hated that. But again, I really love this packaging. So this has vitamin C, hyaluronic acid. It also has salicylic acid, because I was reading the ingredients. It has salicylic acid in it, which is great for obviously breakouts. But anyone can use salicylic acid. It's not like just for people with breakouts, so don't get all like crazy. Because I know like Origins came out with a day cream that has salicylic acid in it, and like everyone's like, oh, I can't use it because I don't have acne. But you can. It's not going to be a high percentage of it. And it also has caffeine, which is great. This also has the same like formula as the foundation, that because the Even Better line, the more you use it, the more it's going to even out your skin tone. So if you have any discoloration, it's going to even it out over time, which I love about the Even Better. It's basically like skincare and makeup in one. That's how I explain it. And what else? Brightens, treats dark circles, blurs imperfections, all day staying power. It doesn't move. I will say this, I do have like little creases under my eyes here. Everything always creases. So it's not like, oh my God, this creases a lot or anything like that. And I do set it with powder under the eye just because I do have that crease. I've never had a concealer not crease under the eyes, but I wouldn't say that this is, since it is a fuller coverage, I'm sure if you have more mature skin and maybe like even some people have like the crepey under eyes, I obviously haven't tried it on a client. I would think that you definitely would want to set it with powder so it doesn't crease throughout the day, because it isn't a super matte finish. It is a little bit glowy, so it might, settle, because it is a little bit hydrating. So if it's a little bit hydrating, it might settle into some creases. But I always have that problem. It's like never not been a problem. So it doesn't really bother me, because no matter what, I always set my under eyes with powder anyway. But it's great because the finish, when you're using it with the Even Better foundation, you don't have to set it with any powder. You can just leave it and be on, with your day. But again, if you are a little bit creasy, this might settle. So just a forewarning, but definitely try it out. I think the color range is outstanding. And if you already love this foundation, you will probably love the concealer. It's just a really great concealer. And I love the fact that it has the hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, and the caffeine. A lot of concealers have the caffeine, but I don't know about the hyaluronic acid. I should look that up to see about other concealers, because I don't think I've ever heard of that. Or maybe they do, I just never read the ingredients. I don't know. But I love the fact that I have a concealer that matches my foundation. Again, I've never had that before, but I can't wait for them to expand it even more, because I would love to get a lighter shade for highlighting. But it doesn't really bother me, because I'm just as bright under the eyes, because it does match the foundations, because it's not darker. And I use a brightening powder anyway, so it doesn't really take away from my makeup look, to be honest, for it to be my exact shade. And I actually really do like it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I've never had a combo like this before in my life, so I'm really excited. Definitely let me know if you're gonna try it out. But the coverage is just great. It just looks airbrushed on the skin. It just covers. I mean, I have like really dark spots right here, and you can see in some of my other videos it peeking out, and I have to say, it just peeks out very, very slightly, but it just, oh my gosh, it just looks beautiful, 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 beautiful. And I love the fact that it's 42 shades, so it's gonna, fit for a lot of people, and it's just gorgeous. It really, really, really looks good on the skin. So definitely let me know if you guys are gonna try it out. I'm super excited about it. I think I might do some review videos on some Clinique products, especially the Even Better foundation and the Even Better refresh. Maybe I'll do like a comparison video. So if you guys want to see that, definitely let me know. If there's any reviews out there, definitely let me know below. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye guys.